let's start. So I asked you on my Instagram to write me a question, topic you would like me to speak about, discuss or give a comment. It can be a local or global issue. It can be a personal, professional or socio-political concern. Let me know. Now that I'm thinking, I would have not written personal questions, but I don't know why I included this. Now I feel that I have to give answers, but we will see. Probably we will cheat a little bit. The first thing was like, rest my dear, you look tired. I am tired every day. And this doesn't mean that I have to stop working or doing things that I like or I'm passionate about. Being tired is a state of mind. Being tired is a state of mind because I will let you know. When I am traveling somewhere, and of course, I get extremely tired because I want to see everything. I go everywhere from one cultural place to another. Let's see this building and that building, but I still keep going because I'm motivated, because I know that I don't have a lot of time. Maybe I am in this place for just 2 days and I want to see everything. I want to try everything. I want to do everything. Of course I don't have time and I'm not going to do everything, but you know what is funny is that I try to do everything at my disposal, to spend every bit of my energy till the end. Why? Because I know that I don't have time. So I have a short period of time, 1 or 2 days on that place. I want to do what I love. So I want to go to visit cultural heritage of this country. I want to see different buildings, or if there is a place when you walk or do different activities. This is what should also happen. This is how we should think also for in general for our everyday life, because of course we can have like a stable job, but if we want to do something beyond that, but we are tired from this job, doesn't have. Of course we can rest, but also we can push ourselves towards feeling complete as humans, because of course we get tired, but we don't have time, and the time that we have today, of course we will have also tomorrow, but if we start today, tomorrow we will have something. Another one was a book you think everyone should read. I don't know why you asked such hard questions, guys. This is an extremely hard question because there are thousands and thousands and thousands of books out there, and there are many of them very qualitative one, and I would say may have a great impact in our lives after we read them. But I will just give you the first answer that have come to my mind at this moment. I would definitely suggest to read a religious book. It might sound strange, but if you read them, you will see that even when you read other books, you might find references there, or it's a different type of reading, but I think that it's an important one. Yeah, I will be short. Then there are, when it comes to other books, I am absolutely obsessed with classics. I don't know if I will ever stop loving them, or if I will ever say, yeah, the modern books are those. Or probably we are living on this era, and the generation that will come after us will feel like, what's those classics? But yeah, it is what it is. I don't know, for me it's just classics. I have a question: with makeup or no makeup? And this is quite an... I don't like this question, Because, you know, for women, sometimes they feel like they want to wear makeup and sometimes not. It depends. I don't think that this is something, or I don't think that especially men have to give an opinion on this. I don't think even that also women should judge other women for wearing or not wearing makeup. This is something of our generation. It have been also of my mom's generation, so whatever people like to do, wearing or not wearing makeup is just fine. People are beautiful, everybody is beautiful. If we see on that way, if we want to see it, because normally people don't want to see it. They are full with images that this modern era is building inside people's head, manipulating what's beautiful and what's not. And I don't think that there is somebody not beautiful on this world. Since I opened this questionnaire on Friday, somebody said, oh, it's already Friday. I thought that it was the mid of the week. Oh, okay. Actually, I have this feeling as well sometimes. Sometimes the week goes by so fast. I really don't know exactly how time travels and also time is extremely subjective. There are moments when you don't want it to go and it feels like it's going very fast, and there are times that you just can't wait for the time to pass and it doesn't. So it's quite also something related to our psychology, state of mind. It's linked with us more than with this concept of time. You know, time is subjective. So yeah, it was Friday. Then I dream of achieving big things, but I do not always feel worthy of them. How to change it? This is well, I don't know. I really don't know. I still haven't figured out yet myself. I don't know if you have ever heard of imposter syndrome, where probably is our childhood or early years in life, or the environment that we have, or people, the circle, close circle of people. Because I felt sometimes that I was not understood by people that were around me. I was talking about, well, when you grow, when you're 20s, I think that there are no more dreams but more goals. And when you go close to 30s, they have to be even clearer goals, and you have to figure it out and to rest your head on what you want to achieve, even if it's big. Like achieving big things, you know, something that is big for me, it's not for you and for them and for whatever. So, for example, to me, it's a big achievement that I feel more confident to talking here or talking in public, that I have done that now several times. Talking in front of a big group of people and understanding my ability and power on that direction. I was not good, but not that I wasn't good, but I expect people to tell me, "Whoa, you did this." Now I don't. I do not really care of what others are thinking. And I do not judge myself a lot. It happens, but not like before. So it's all about, somebody wrote, I'm going to say that now, that when I talk in English, I feel like people make fun of me, but in reality they don't. That's like linguistic judgment of ourselves, and this happens also in different situations, not only for speaking a language, because if you are confident on yourself, on what you are talking and what you want to achieve, and you do not start not thinking of what others are thinking of it, you can just focus on you more than on them, and in this way it will be possible to start thinking differently and to focus somewhere else. I remember reading in a book that it said, when you start learning how to drive, and this teacher driver, I don't know how is it him or her called, when they are like telling you that if there is a stone or if there is a tree and you focus to that tree and you are driving, learning how to drive, or even if you know how to drive, and you focus there, probably you are going to crash the car on that tree or on that stone, because you are focusing there. If you have to see the direction that you want to go, to have the vision on that direction, and the car will go on the street that you want, and on the direction that you want to go. If you focus at the stone or at the tree, the car will go towards the tree, and you will have an accident, So it's not easy, it's a lot of work, and I think that a lot of work that I'm mentioning is about as soon as you have the chance to leave the comfort zone. And leaving the comfort zone, it can be challenging yourself and understanding little by little which are your abilities and how strong you are on this, on that. For example, I have realized that I have strong communication skills, I have strong emotional intelligence, I have strong learning skills. I am a fast learner. Like, you tell me something once and I will definitely, you don't have to mention it twice. But somebody else have different, like I am not that focused, or I focus but I don't remember a lot as a person. I have to keep notes. So we have some, I believe that everybody, and also you that wrote this question, I think that you are great in many fields and you are great, you have great abilities and skills, but just little by little write them down, journal a little, and you will understand that you are worthy of everything that you want to achieve and will achieve. I believe that will achieve. It's I believe that 20s are a time when all of us try to learn and understand and also get to know each other, ourselves first of all, each other, and we start seeing differently, because when you go to primary school, high school, and even university, even at university you are a little bit more independent. You are still, somebody else is managing your life, you have it structured, and then when you leave all of this stuff behind, you are all alone, and you have to find a job, and you have to have a house, you have to create stability. At the same time, you have to live a little bit because you are young. You have to have healthy habits, but it's not always possible, since all of us, I don't believe on that perfection that some people show on social media or on whatever. It doesn't exist. I think that it's impossible to be perfect as human. I believe that only God is perfect. I'm sorry, guys, but as people we are not perfect. But yeah, little by little, trying to look towards the direction and not what's on the side of it, and not caring what others think, not expecting, also expectation, not having expectation that people around you or somebody else will will be, oh, you achieved this. No, just enjoy yourself. Those little by little achievements, and then going back to the bigger ones, and to the biggest, where would you like to go. So another question, even that it could have been great but since I am doing this video in English, because the majority of people that wrote to me are foreigners, doesn't speak Albanian, but I'm going also to answer this one in English. Probably the children and the adolescents of Albanian adolescents will understand me better, but I really appreciate the question that have been done from a very knowledgeable and talented girl. She asked me about what the children and Albanian adolescents doesn't know very well to articulate in their mother tongue. This is this has two sides. The first one is, of course, it's sad. I think that we, like some people take for granted when they have like everything and still are looking to the things that they don't have. They take for granted those that they have. I think that having our mother tongue, Albanian, it's important, everybody, and it have to be like, people have to understand the importance, and also that is a present to their children, to even if they will live, I don't know, in China, in US, in Germany, in Italy, they will have one plus language, and it's a rare one. If somebody will request, we will see in their CV that they speak also Albanian, they will say, oh, this is something extra. If they are interested on a collaboration, on business stuff with Albania, they will say, yeah, we have this human resource, Another thing is that parents are trying to doesn't have lost hope on this country in Albania. Parents think that by helping them, and of course they help them by helping to learn from the kindergarten English, or I have heard some learning German, Italian, Turkish. No, Turkish not. I don't think so. Rare cases. I heard some other, but English, I think the major language, foreign language that parents tend to give to their children is English. And I think that it's the idea of them someday leaving the country as soon as possible, so they will have a better life somewhere abroad. And I have heard that also there are schools that offer the complete program in English, and kind of they start having, also I have heard that they speak with their parents in English. In my neighborhood in Tirana, parents talk to them in Albanian, and they replied in English, and then the parent had to talk in English. I turned off, so I have to really catch my thoughts. I don't know where I was. But yeah, so as I said, like, Albanian parents tend to send their children to English kindergartens, English schools, to prepare them to leave the country, and that's sad. But I can't help that. I do believe that probably also there have to be policies, and there have to be put more attention, because I see everywhere people do not write the language. how it should be written, or they do not know how to talk. And sometimes they are very sure that the way how they talk or they write, it's okay, you know, it's grammatically correct and it's linguistically correct. And if you say to them, no, it's not like this, that's normal, because they have listened many times the incorrect form. But I probably the government have to do something and have to create policies, and also from the linguists, they have to be more vocal. They have to make studies and find ways, because nowadays, you know, everything is about marketing. Everything is about making something look tasty. But I believe that we take our language for granted. I understand that Albania is a small country, but at the same time, we have to be responsible to appreciate what we have and to not lose it, because in this way it means that we are going to lose our own language, and people are not aware. I see also they may be very important people from different fields, and they do not really care about writing the language correctly. But the problem is also messages sometimes are unclear, you know, and when messages are unclear, that means that the problem is deep. The problem is deep. But I do not blame. The last thing that I want to say is that I do not blame parents. I'm sorry. Children, also teachers have to be more careful, but I see also the parents saying, whatever, if the teacher says your child doesn't speak good Albanian, doesn't write good Albanian, the parents said, whatever, he will not go for a teacher in Albanian language, he will not follow this direction in life. But still, people, it shows culture, it shows intellect. Now we have some questions that have been anonymous. How tall are you? Like, why? Why is that important to ask? Why is that important? I don't know. Well, I know, but it's not important. But I am 167 centimeters. Somebody asks, is everything okay with you? Do I not look okay? Do I not look alright? Yeah, I think so. Not 100%. There are days when I'm not okay, there are days when I'm okay. That's deep as a question, and it's a very good question. And I recommend you to ask people this question. Even if you see them laughing, or even if you see them very active, especially when you are in close connections, it's very important to ask this question. I believe so. Not just how are you, but is everything okay with you? Do you want to speak with me? If you have something, you can always share. I'm here. I want to listen. And listen, people, because some people tell this to you and they start talking and giving you moral and giving you motivation. Just listen. Sometimes people need just for you to listen to them. No, don't give any solution. Don't give any comment. Just listen. Only if the person asks you to give a comment, then you can do so. But don't just, the first sentence that somebody will say, you will say, yeah, no, don't do that. Then they will just step back and will not share the true story with you. Dream job, oh my God. It have changed several times. Since I was born, I wanted to be a boxer, and then a pilot, and then an actress, and then an author, a writer, and then a linguist, and I do not prefer to share the last one because, you know, I prefer to talk about things when they are already, like, they have come true. That's why. But I do not have dreams. I wouldn't consider them dreams. They are more of goals, not dreams. Dreams are for children, are childish. Goals are for grown-ups, for adult people. Goals and clear ones. Even if you lose and you are not able to realize them still, you learn also from losing something, being rejected or whatever. I have learned more than from what I won, was less productive on knowledge than when I was rejected. Of course, I never felt bad for being on anything in life rejected. What's your favorite song? I don't have a favorite song. I listen to the music. Rarely listen to the music. Sometimes in the car, but still, you know, I feel and when I listen to very old songs that my parents grew up with, or even earlier songs, older songs. But nowadays, especially, but I have seen that it's like something international. It's not just global, probably. Not only with Albanian music, I do not feel like listening to them. Just sometimes when I am sitting in a bar and there is this music in the background, I am sometimes and then 3 days in a row I mentioned the only lyric that they have, like max 2 sentences. Who is the friend that's always there for you? Who did this question? I have a concept of friends being, of course, very important people, but I believe that somebody who is always there for you is the family. If you have a very good connections and you have that connection of being like friends with your parents and in my case with your brothers, they are always there and the first one for you, because it's a different connection. And then afterwards, of course, there are very important friends in my life that I care a lot, and I kind of feel their pain being my pain, but I'm not going to mention names. Is personality or looks more important? This is the last question that I'm going to answer. I have also, or probably, maybe also 2 more. Personalities, intellect, culture. Guys, come on. I told you, everybody is beautiful. Especially if when they open their mouth, you can just feel how nice, how kind, how educated somebody is. Of course, always. Looks what? Looks is something that is given to us. I'm not talking for plastic surgeries, you know, that's something that I don't want to touch. But in general, looks is something that we are born with. We do not work for that. The maximum that we can do is going to the gym. But still, it's like something that is God creations, it's not ours. Personality, of course, it's something that we build through life. What we do, how we read, how much we practice our knowledge, how good we are with people, how good we behave. This is something that we do. Looks is something that we get from the creator. It's not something that we create. So how can I like just looks? Of course, when looks and personality come together, it's great, you know. The question is about, and the last one is about what is going on currently in the world. It's sad, it's depressing, it's terrible, it's heartbreaking, it's everything. Do I think that there exists a solution? Yes. Do I still believe in peace? Yes. But unfortunately, I don't see in the horizon. I don't know why. I don't see the diplomacy working. I don't see people, anybody trying to act in a way that to save people's life. It seems like they do not care. It's a moment like when I open my phone, I follow media from all around the world, and I think that the truth is real. The truth is out there. The truth is out there. I don't think that in any country, in any city, in any village, anywhere in this world, there is somebody who haven't listened the truth, who haven't heard what is going on. You know, wars are something that have been out of my mind completely at this time, because I thought that there was a lot of work being done towards peace, and I thought that people would have learned their lesson, you know, because we have people that still are currently living during this time, that have lived also another time that have been extremely bad. I care for people equally. I care for children more. I care for pregnant women more. I care for elderly more. I care for young women more, for young men more. I care for everybody who wants this to end, and who wants this madness that is going on in different countries of the world to stop. But I don't see this from the political elites. I don't see diplomacy working. I don't see something. I don't know what to do as a human to change something, you know. I would love to change something, but I feel powerless. I try to advocate, I try to let people know, but I think that now everybody knows. It's not that we don't know what is going on, it's just that we don't know what to do and how to come together and to stop this, and to say that's enough. Maybe someday we will find it, each one of us, because I believe that each one of us is part of this. And I think that the world have never been more together and without borders that right now, even though that borders exist, but for me mentally borders doesn't exist. I have been lucky enough to meet people from one side to another side of the world, and I have met great people, and I believe that they have given me hope that things will be better, and that there are still humans that are not blind in this world. And with this, I prefer to close this video.